Hey folks, welcome! You're with PewterCityJim, and today we're going to try our hand at the Wants to Battle 2021 challenge. Bird Keeper Toby posted a video inviting people to answer 6 questions, post the video, and tag him as a way of getting to know the community, and I think it's a fantastic idea. So, without further ado, let's roll up our sleeves and get ready to rumble. Question 1. Does your channel have a mascot? Indeed it does! Furret is my mascot of choice for the channel. Back in the late 1990s, yes I'm old, all my friends and I played Pokémon. I had blue version first, then graduated onto yellow, but the games had already been out a while and the new generation was on its way. Back in those days, simultaneous world releases for Pokémon were not a thing. The games got a Japanese release and then after localization were released around the rest of the world. But emulators didn't follow these rules, so I was the first person in our group to get to play gold version, albeit in Japanese. Now, me with my 3 years worth of high school Japanese was pretty excited to see that the names of the monsters were in katakana and I could translate them into Romanji. My starter was Cyndaquil, but my first ever capture in the Johto region was Sentret, or Otachi. Apart from the starters, it was the first generation 2 Pokemon I'd seen outside of the anime. I loved everything about its design and immediately fell in love with this squishy little raccoon monster. This feeling only grew stronger as it evolved into Furret, and despite all the other great mons available in Generation 2, Furret was my main guy. He was also my avatar on the Pokemon message board where I met my wife. Hers was in Nidorina. And here's a picture of our wedding cake. Great creations debut with every generation, but I think Furret will be my favorite Pokemon pretty much forever. Question 2. What's your best video? So I don't have a massive number of videos at this time. I'm still fairly new, and most of what I've done has been Let's Plays. And while I love doing them and hope you enjoy them, it's hard to say any of them really let me stretch my creative muscles. As of writing this script, the best video I've posted is my top 6 object Pokemon, and I'm pretty happy with that one. As for stuff that isn't yet posted, the regional bug video for our Fakemon region is some of my best work, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Question 3. Ilka made Heart Gold / Soul Silver Remaster or Legend Series Unova. So, despite all my Johto love and the answer to question 1, this is a pretty easy one for me as of right now. It's Legends Unova. I mean, it's dependent on how Legends Arceus plays though, because at this time it looks amazing, but we won't really know until we get our hands on it, right? See, I love the Unova Pokedex. To me, it's really well-rounded, and yeah, while it has some oddballs and a few that fall flat for me, the majority of them are wonderful. I really didn't care for the games, though. Black and White and Black and White 2 just didn't do it for me. The graphical style was odd, and while the region had some awesome individual places, the overall place didn't capture me the way that some of the older games did, or the newer ones. I love the Seasons feature, but it's hard for me to really remember specific places beyond a few of the cities and landmarks. As such, I feel like a different take on the region would be right up my alley. Give me all those cool Pokemon I love from the Unova Dex, but switch up the region a bit with the time period, and I can get right behind that. Or both. If we could get both, that would be good. Question 4. What can my viewers expect in 2022? I have a lot of plans for the channel over the next year. Right now, we've only been live for about a month and a bit, though I've been planning this channel for a really long time. I still expect a lot of content to be Let's Play focused, but working on our region has been a pretty high priority too. In terms of Let's Plays, finishing up Uranium version and getting into Pokemon Insurgents are more fan game centric ideas that I have, but my wife and I have been working really hard on a co-op Let's Play of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and we are having a blast. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I'm also looking to do more unboxing, maybe more card opening and general product information for things centered around Pokemon, and maybe a few of my other interests might make their way into the mix as well, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Question 5. What are a couple of milestones from 2021? Honestly, this channel has been the main one. I went to art school for a couple of years, and I've always been interested in illustration, film, video games. Finally getting myself together enough to start a project like this has seen me stretch art-centric muscles that haven't seen use in decades. Learning how to edit and illustrate and then mess around in Photoshop has been something of a re-education for me, and it went a little slower than I might have liked, but I'm learning. I just really want to create stuff that people enjoy watching. Also, figuring out music. See, my family is all pretty musical. My grandpa, who I'm named after, was the kind of guy that you could give pretty much any instrument and he'd be able to play it pretty well. Guitar, harmonica, and accordion were his favorites, I think, but he was awesome on the ukulele too. My mom, she's an awesome guitarist, percussionist, and singer. I somehow skipped to the other end of the gene pool when it comes to musical talent though. But when I decided that I wanted to do this channel, I decided it was time I figure out some way to generate musical content. All the background music you hear in my videos are covers I made in EJ Dance Studio with the various instrument tools and archived samples. And the little jingle at the end of my videos is the first thing I managed to make without using another piece of music as a template or inspiration. Apart from the samples it's assembled from. It's not the same thing the rest of my family can do. It's not even close. But it is a starting point, and a pretty big jump out of the old comfort zone for me. Question 6. Who are 2 creators that should get more love? The ones that I'd really like to highlight are TankRunner, MissyDoPop, and Boreal Mind. TankRunner's art is awesome, and his sense of humor is right up my alley. His designs are some of the most creative that I've seen. I think he's gonna become pretty big, and I hope more people subscribe to him. Heck, I hope he does this challenge, because I'd be really interested in his answers. His region is based on Australia, the neighbor to my own homeland, and so it's really cool to see his take on Australian wildlife, or as they're known worldwide, murder beasts. MissyDoPop's channel is ridiculously cute. She's working on a Pokémon region based on Brazil, and her designs are uniformly adorable. There's a lot of humor and energy in her videos, and I love that she draws by hand on paper because that's how I do it too. And I know technically the prompt is for 2 people, but prompt 7 is to tag 3, and I'd feel weird picking 2 for one and 3 for the other. Don't mind me, I'm the same guy that had 3 best men at his wedding because I literally couldn't pick just one. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and mention Boreal Mind here as well. Her region is based on Germany, and that's not one I've personally seen before. Awesome designs, really different than anything you see elsewhere, and there's something just really kind of relaxing about her narration. Her channel is a very chill place. And tag 3? Well, that's them. TankRunner, MissyDoPop, and Boreal Mind. All creators that I really admire. And that's my Wants to Battle Challenge 2021. Maybe I'll do one at the end of 2022 as well. I want to extend a thank you to Bird Keeper Toby for the great idea. I hope it builds friendships and fellowship throughout the community that I'm so new to, but which has brought me so much enjoyment. In other words, I hope it soars high. That's all from me though. You've been with PewterCityJim, and I'm looking forward to catching you in the next video. Take care. Bye!